check, 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 check. We not take back, no check. You pep talk. Tiggity check, 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 check. Hey girl, let's lay the shot. We know it's a while. You don't want the drama. When Tyson rise up the llama, say to pray at night with your father. He got thing by him out from the corner.
A lot of nervous energy because if Devin, not just YouTube, but articles and everything else, if Devin is this great superior boxer that he is supposed to be, which I question a lot, he's no Shakur Stevenson, not by far. If he's this superior boxer, then robbery shouldn't even be on the table.
It shouldn't be. Yeah, and I hope it's.
And I think all of this, because people are already getting all the excuses together. They already getting these excuses ready to go. They up them clips.
I agree. Tony, I'll do a rewatch of that motherfucker and be like, like Tony. Remember, I told you.
I'm not saying you
my favorite fighter loss. If I could deal with my favorite fighter losing, and I said, 8-4, Usyk outboxed AJ, and I did a rewatch, and I'm fair. No one else is really mad. AJ,
I'm not saying you're not.
My favorite fighters. I couldn't care less about anybody else.
I'm not saying you're not. I'm not saying you're not fair. I've never made that statement. What I'm saying was this. Throughout YouTube and articles that I am reading, I see a lot of nervous energy because if people were as confident as they was in this boy's ability, not to say he is a boy because I know he got mad because he's a man, but if they're this confident in his abilities, then robbery really shouldn't be that high up on the totem pole because he should just go in there and outclass them.
I agree with you. I agree with you, but I'm just still saying, as I agree with you, and I can see your point, surely you can see my point of what I'm saying. It is contextual robberies happen when it's Australia, dude.
Look, Chan. Robberies happen
a little bit into consideration.
Robberies happen every time Katie Taylor fights on the zone. So I'm not even worried about robberies. You want to talk real robberies, we could talk about Katie Taylor.
Robberies happen when Canelo fights as well. You know. Let's call it a spade. Like, but there's times where you know that they tried to rob Bivol, but it was only to a degree that Canelo, like Teddy Atlas, was said, like, you're supposed to do the rest, and he didn't do it. So unless Devin Haney does that, I get it. He has to be so comprehensive. But if it's a close fight, I guess if it's something like you would score like Haney 7-5, they're just going to probably make it a draw. And then they'll move on to the next fight. And Devin Haney, do you understand? Will they give it that much merit?
Again,
George Kambosos went to the all-time low, okay? He wants to try to use race as a weapon against Devin Haney now. You know what I'm saying? But I actually seen this coming because as soon as I seen how he was acting, I was like, I bet you that he's going to try to pull up that white boy comment, I'm not getting beat by a white boy or whatever and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Now, without getting too much into what Devin Haney said, we already know what Devin Haney said. It's nothing new. It's out there to the public. But the reason why George Kambosos wants to use it is because he wants to use this as a tool to once again try to unravel Devin Haney and to also try to get any Australians that might take a liking to Devin Haney, because a lot of people have taken a liking to Devin Haney, to now to throw him in the trash and want nothing to do with him.
Let's go, Ferocious!
Let's go, Georgie! Let's go! He's trembling. Oh, he's walking off.
Where'd you say you got the belt from?
That's a stage.
My thing is, when I picked Usyk, I was extremely confident that he would not be robbed because I was looking at his technical boxing abilities. And I know how Eddie Hearn gets down, and I was confident. I knew it was in his backyard. I was confident. And my thing is this. AJ would win. If Devin is what he is built to be, then robbery will not even be a possibility. He should go out there put it in context and wash them.
It's Australia. Sorry, I've been there. Like I said, Haplo, I had a good time in Australia. It is really nice, but like you, I don't know. I was there. I was there in different parts. I know it. I had good times and I know it. And I spoke to people and I learned a lot about the whole vibe and how the infrastructure is. And I saw it because I lived it. Melbourne, Sydney, you know, Blue Mountains. I was there. Like, so I know how it runs. And this is why I'm so adamant in what I'm saying. And this is why I've asked anyone on the panel, have they been there? Because none of them have. And so really, I appreciate their opinion, but it's only opinion. I've been there. And
well, I got a friend of mine that lives there right now. And he's black.
What color is your friend?
He's black, and he loves it over there. He's black.
Yeah, I'm black, and I loved it. I'm black, and I loved it over there.
But what color he was. I still knew what.
I still knew what. But I already said that. Hap said he had a good time there. So did I. But there's a good time on this level, and there's a time when you float down to the depths and you really see anything. I could come to America, which I have done, and which I've grown up being there, back, forth. And for me, I know
I didn't know that.
Well, he's been there for like 6 years.
Some other people would go to America and they just think it's like Disneyland. Why? And then some people go to America and they've been back and forth and they know the depths and the levels and the layers of that.
Yeah, but he's lived there for 6 years.
They have a more informed opinion of somewhere, a more informed opinion of that society. I have a more informed opinion of that society as someone going there as on that level. I can get it. Yeah, it's wicked. I'm on Bondi Beach. I'm doing my Pamela Anderson. But I've seen how they treat certain sets of people. I've seen how you can go there for a month and see 5 black people no matter where you fucking go. Yeah, I'm letting you know that for facts. There's no West Indian population. Everybody that's there are Sudanese or South African because they have a treaty there and treat them all like shit. The indigenous people are pushed out and they have a rations card. They're not allowed alcohol. And it's like it's World War II where they have a rations card and they're only allowed to buy certain things. Even though they was there from the beginning, you see none of them. And I had one of them as a guide as well, as long as the promoter that I was with. So I learned a lot. I saw a lot. And do you understand? So this little surface over here, that's why I've asked if any of you guys have been, and none of you guys have been. So I'm making my opinion and I'm sticking to it. And it's not because I have fear. It's because every country can rob you. But Australia, for me, in context, is a bit more higher likely that Devin Haney, even if he fucking outboxed George Cambosos 10-2, which we saw fucking George Cambosos outbox Teofimo Lopez 10-2. And one motherfucker judge still had it as a split as Teofimo Lopez winning. So what I'm saying is that's in America. So what do you think would happen in fucking Australia?
The disgrace and all this other stuff. All somebody is going to have to do to shut George Cambosos down is pull up the post from his wife. And since you have 2 beautiful African-American friends, which I've never seen, you know, I'm just saying, but since you have these 2 beautiful friends, why don't you ask them how they feel about your wife making a social media post talking about she's getting her N-word on, her nigger on, because she is getting a tan. She just could have said that I'm tanning, but instead she worded it as getting my N-word on. That's all somebody's going to have to do is find that post and put that up there and have George Cambosos explain that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to even take it a step further. The reason why this is even more bad is because of Australia in itself. Let me show you a video that was released just 6 days ago. Once again, 6 days ago. That's this video right here. Okay? In case you guys don't know, okay, the original Australians are black. Okay? I know it's a shocker. I know maybe some of you want to fight me on it, but please just do your history. Australia is originally a black land. Okay? And those Aboriginals, keep in mind, this is only 6 days ago. Those Aboriginals are complaining about how they're being treated with racism in Australia, being a people from that land originally, how they are being treated in Australia on their own land. Like I said before, Australia has a race issue. Okay, it does. I'm not saying everybody over there is like that. I'm not saying this. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about the original inhabitants of that country, of that land, receives racism, and they just so happen to be brown.
I don't know. Hindsight is 2020, and we're not in the future to see the results. But CHANN,
Fearless lady shot.